Hello everybody, welcome back to Monster Train 2. Game just got a DLC. They introduced two new factions. It's going to be the Wormkin and Herzel. Herzel didn't exist before, the Wormkin did. They were not my favorite faction from before. Welcome back to Monster Train 2. Perfect. Alright, not my favorite faction from before, mainly because I was bad with them. But we'll see if we can figure out how to use them better this time. I still have a lot of cards to complete, still a lot of levels to get in all the clans, so we haven't unlocked everything just yet. We'll probably take a bit of time to do that today, and just check out the new clans. That's really going to be it. There's also new game mode, and there's new challenges that we can do. I probably will do those some other time, and just get back into checking out Monster Train. It's been a while. Alright, so Railforged. We have Forge. Add to your Forge point total when you play a unit or equipment card, spend all Forge points and grant it bonus attack and armor for each Forge point spent. I don't know exactly how the spend works just yet, but I'm assuming because it has Forge 2, we'll add 2 points, and then we can spend it after we've added the points, but we'll also always just apply the 2 armor to a friendly unit, to the front friendly unit. So that'll be interesting. Given that like they seem armor focused, I'm gonna try out the Hellhorned. We don't have the other side clan unlocked. I forget what they're called. We don't have the other leader unlocked, who I believe is gonna be Hef. So we'll have to figure that out as we go. Wormkin also have armor synergies, so we might try out that as well. But yeah, this should be interesting. We're gonna go straight into Covenant 10. It's been a long time since I played, but surely I can't be too rusty, right? If I remember correctly, Covenant 10 actually felt pretty difficult. There were a lot of rough enemies. Okay, Welder Helper. I was kind of hoping to see that. I'm hoping there's really cool armor synergies, though I may not have them unlocked yet. We have 4 energy. 4 deployable energy. Upgrade is 50% cheaper. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, we can go a lot with the upgrade. Herzel's Horde seems like, honestly, a great pyre heart to choose here. We have Eternus, Chosen of Entropy. Okay. So Seraphim chance your units with 5 sap, adds a Curse of Entropy to your deck on resolve, so we kind of are okay with getting a bit of a thicker deck in this case. And we don't want to rely too much on attack unless we can have overwhelming attack. And we have the Crucible Steward. Etch. Deal damage equal to this unit's attack to the front enemy unit. Ability Smelt. Smelt. Consume a card in hand, gain energy, and forge points equal to its base cost. Okay, actually that seems really good. Being able to like get rid of a card, especially like bad cards, seems super strong. And then we trigger the Etch. Okay, it has a cooldown of 2 turns as an ability. That is going to be good. And then deal 9 damage, just a targeted 9 damage, and then slay Forge 3. That's also really nice. Cool. Okay. Don't know what the champion does, so I guess let's take a look before we look at our artifact. So ability, Pyre Speak. Cooldown 6, wow. Add a 0 energy Pyre Shot to your hand with Consume. Celebrate. Triggers after defeating a boss. Okay. Your pyre permanently gains 5 attack and 3 health. That's actually really funny. I wonder if there's like a realistic way to make your pyre do all the damage now. Pyre Shot is a 3 energy spell. The pyre immediately attacks enemies units on this floor. Okay, so I assume you cast it on the floor and then the pyre will attack it. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Buffing up the pyre sounds really funny. And then there's a, triple attack, burst 2, attacks an additional time, remove 1 stack on strike. I see, okay. So, yeah, I'm not going to keep that triple attack. Seemed a little strong. Hey, Kevon, I'm doing well, how are you? And then strike, forge 1, equipped, gain burst 1. Okay, so we get multi-strike every time we play equipment. So, there's equipment, and then there's making our pyre stronger. That seems really fun. I'm gonna try out the pyre. That seems weird. No Navalia today. Very different game. Volatile Gauge seems a little Crazy. On deployment phase, discard any number of cards, then draw that many? Oh, actually, that seems really good because we have extra energy on deploy, right? So if there's anything that we don't want to get and we just want to draw cards, I think that's really strong. Volatile Gauge, also, we limit the problematic parts of Volatile Gauge by having more energy on the deployable phase, so both of these are probably pretty good for us. 2 card draws, nice, although I swear the 0 and the 3 are less likely than they should be. We'll take the Judge's Scales, though, since I think there's light synergy there. You're okay? Good, good. Titan Skin 1 probably won't be that big of a deal for us, I'd have to imagine, especially because we can wipe a floor of our choosing. Though I don't know how strong our base things are. Okay, add... Cool. They're going to explain the Forge mechanic. Great. Add to your Forge point total to strengthen your units or equipment whenever they are played. Oh, or equipment. Okay. Click here to toggle whether your Forge points will be spent. The Forge point total reset at the end of each battle. Cool, that makes sense. Yeah, you wouldn't want to have that happen too much. We have tons of energy. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so we got Torch instead, which is obviously not great for us. Interesting. So we definitely want our boss to survive, so I'm going to put him on the higher floor here. And then we can always trigger this on and off, so this looks like it's disabled, so we won't spend our points. Okay. So yeah, just discarding a unit here first thing, probably not a great idea. Okay. Then if I turn this on, how does it spend? Wait. When you play a unit or equipment, spend all Forge points. Got it. Okay, right. That makes sense. And then we can get rid of one of these guys. That seems like a solid idea. And then I think we just activate this. And we play this guy. Okay, now he's got 15 armor, 5 attack, 29. Okay, so I see how we build up Forge. That's very interesting. And then, is there any reason not to do this immediately? Yes, because the Pyre Shot doesn't stay in our hand, so... We'll wait. It has a 6-turn cooldown. There's no way it'd be activated twice in a fight. So this is all good. Don't really want to take damage if I can avoid it. And then... Technically, this doesn't seem too bad in terms of adding Forge and saving us points. So sure. Oh right, we don't really get like a rest round either. It's kind of rough. We don't have good ways to manipulate movement just yet, so arguably I could do this. We could torch him. Let's like reconsider that for a second. let's hold off just 1 minute here. Gonna get rid of a torch. That did damage too? Why'd that do damage? Wait, what? Oh, because when you etch, right, you deal damage equal to your attack. Right, perfect. I know how this game works. And we can get rid of this here, and we could also just, like, lay this guy up here. And I could turn on the Forge points, play this guy, he survives now, and he's also kind of big. Cool. Wow, that's a lot of attack. We definitely want to play this. Do I want to do that in this turn? So yeah, we want to undo that turn. Look at this. This game has an undo turn button built right into it. Was a lot better. Okay, so we want to... I guess removing these guys doesn't matter too much, but we do want to add Forge points, right? I suppose saving some health up here could be helpful. And then we can add this guy to this floor. And we could take a damage. This costs 3 energy, so we can't play it just yet. This guy's gonna go away. I don't mind taking a damage here. We really just want to make sure we don't lose. Okay, so if I understand correctly, the plan is to protect the crystal thingy at the top, right? Yes. So, for anyone new to this game, the way we're playing on the highest difficulty level, but the way it works is every turn you will get energy, draw cards, kind of similar to like a Slay the Spire type game. Then enemies will appear in waves down here. You can put monsters down or attack them with spells, depending on what your energy allows for, and you can manipulate the turns like for any of the monsters that are on floors. Then, assuming no other shenanigans are happening, there are abilities and stuff that affect the game in various ways. They will move one floor up each turn until they reach the final floor. Once they're on the final floor, they will continue to attack the pyre, and the pyre will continue to attack all enemies on the floor until one or the other is defeated. If your pyre dies, you lose the game. So generally, you don't want to let anybody up here. And that's basically it. Okay. Is this a good turn? What's our next turn showing? This seems like a okay turn for this guy's ability. Oh, it costs 0. I don't know why I thought it cost more. I should have done it then earlier, so I could have gotten rid of the other 2 guys. Whoopsie daisies. I don't know if adding 2 here will make the difference. Let's see. You get rage every time you attack, which is like a slight problem. We'll just hit him for damage. Okay, he's lowered his damage. That's nice. We've won the fight, so we don't have to worry about things anymore. And that's all good. So, given that forge points can also be spent on equipment, we'll be looking for that. Also, you have a limited amount of space in terms of how many units you can put down. Units can take up 1 pip of space. You start with 5 on each floor. And units can also take up up to 5 or 6, or honestly even more. There's 7 pip units, but those are pretty rare. Usually 1, 2, 3 are the amount of space that units will take up. And I am playing an all new faction, so there's a lot for me to learn here as well. Resolve. Apply armor equal to half attack to the front and friendly unit. Okay. Does the pyre's health get reset every fight, or it remains as is? It remains as is. So your pyre does not reset every fight. And there's a few ways to heal it. As we go throughout, there will be different nodes where we could potentially heal our pyre. Generally speaking, you don't want to focus on healing your pyre, but this new faction might be different because we are able to make our pyre a little bit stronger. I don't know. I've never used our pyre to do anything significant, so it's gonna be interesting. And then deal 15 times X damage, so it uses X energy to an enemy unit, or apply 5X attack to a friendly unit. Okay, that's actually pretty good, especially if we get a multi-attack unit. We can make that 5 attack be a lot better. Just being able to deal damage to an enemy unit in 15 damage increments isn't bad either. This seems really strong. I like Hammerfall. But resolve apply armor equal to half the attack of the front friendly unit also seems good, though this is expensive, but a 1 pip unit's kind of nice. And then we could take this center one here, but we'd get a bad curse added to our deck that we'd need to remove. It is an equipment forge, gain 2 armor permanently for each forge point spent. Wait, permanent armor gain. Okay, so yeah, there's a few cards in the game that can affect you permanently, and generally when you're able to get permanent buffs, between each fight, you can try to milk those for as much as possible and have a really strong unit by the end game. Boilerplate is one such card, it appears. Could be worth taking the Calcified Ember here for it. I'm not going to worry about it too much for now. Let's go for a welding. I think that's a little bit simpler. I would have liked to get Fortified Pauldrons actually as an equipment too. It's kind of unfortunate. We have AoE, but I wouldn't mind more AoE in either Vent or Molting Imp. Our space seems to be kind of limited, so maybe we take a Vent for now, though our energy is also kind of limited, so I don't know. Maybe this time we take the Fortified Pauldrons. I do want to build into armor. So that, unfortunately, just added a Calcified Ember to our deck. You can play it during a fight to purge it. It's not the worst curse in the world. Purge means it gets out of your deck forever. Consume means a card will disappear for the fight. And then there's the banners here. So this allows us to get a Railforged unit. This allows us to get a Hellhorned unit. And then the Magic Merchant upgrades our spells. Merchant of Steel upgrades our units. Usually I like upgrading units early. That tends to be a little bit better for most factions. It's not true of all factions, but usually your units are going to be what's doing the most damage in a fight. Our Crucible Steward does seem pretty good. I wouldn't mind upgrading them. Especially if we could get some more attack on a unit, we could then start to make this guy's armor go up each turn. Seems interesting. I mean, we also have some okay spells, so either way is probably good. Let's go Merchant of Steel first. We'll see if we can pick up Hellforged, or sorry, Railforged later. Check out the upgrades before we look at the units. Okay, so we have Dualism, and we have Upgrade +1, and then we have Burst 2, so we get Multi-Strike immediately, and then it disappears as soon as we attack, which is weird. Large Stone, usually really good for early game. Matters less in the late game, but 50 health is a lot of health, and 15 attack is big. It makes your unit one bigger, but that's not a big deal. And then Dualism doubles the stacks of armor and buff and debuff effects applied to this unit. Oh, it doubles armor. I don't remember if it always did that, actually. I wonder if I've just like skipped over that text in my head. Okay, Demon Fiend is cool. Then there's Rail Beater here. Strike, apply melee weakness 1. Melee weakness is going to make the next attack deal twice as much damage, right? Takes that much damage again, yeah. So every stack of melee weakness makes it deal twice as much damage, or if we had 2 stacks, it'd be 3 times as much damage on the next strike. Pretty darn good. Trample means that your attacks go through enemy health, so if they only had 10 health, we deal 50 damage to the next unit, and so on, until we use all of the attack. So Trample is usually something you want to have, especially in the late game. Demon Fiend is a fine card, though maybe less so with the upgrades we currently have available, though Burst is pretty good. We also don't have a... Oh, we do have some actual good deployment energy. Right, because we have 4 energy at the start, Demon Fiend might be a good. Yeah, now that I'm just thinking about it. And speaking of Demon Fiend, so Demon Fiend plus this, what's it called? Welding guy, right? Where we apply armor equal to half the attack of the front friendly unit. Well, we have 60 attack on Demon Fiend. And they can take up 4 spots, and this guy takes up 1, so they'll exactly fill up a floor together. I kind of like that idea. It doesn't seem the worst to me. And then Dualism. It says this doubles the armor, right? I mean, doubles stacks of armor and buff and debuff status effects applied by this unit. So I imagine this is good. I don't know. This is weird. I'm definitely in, I don't know, territory I'm not familiar with. We'll see how this works out. Hopefully well. We have a lot of starting energy. Start a battle. Enemy units appear on each floor. This can be kind of tough, but we do have a trample guy. So this might not be the worst for us. One thing we do want to keep in mind is that we want our Herzel guy to stick around for a while. Okay, so one downside is that we don't... Oh, interesting. You discard 1 at a time. Whoa, I did not mean to discard that guy. I'm discarding. Can I redo that turn? I can. Okay. I discarded the wrong guy right there. Whoopsie daisies. Okay, Shield Steward, discard. That's what I was going to do. Alright, so we want Herzel to survive. So we're probably still putting him up here, despite this being slightly less efficient. This guy has trample, so he should survive fairly well. I don't know exactly how I want to put this final floor. I don't think the starting enemies should be that terrifying. But I could be wrong. We could also draw imps, right? There's a lot of things we could draw to fail us out of this situation. Okay. And then Resolve gains 6 armor, so yeah. Imp gets us out of this situation. So one downside about using Smelt is that we'd consume the calcified ember. So we don't actually purge it from our deck, but we do not have to deal with it anymore, which is great. We're trampling through all of this. This guy has 110 HP, as expected. Let's try to make this floor last a little while. Energy does not go turn over turn, so we don't get to retain all our energy. So we have excess energy here, but that's okay. That was just gonna happen. In any case, first floor goes well. They get to heal up. We're hoping to draw our Resolve dude earlier. I was hoping this guy would show up in our deployable hand, but we'll maybe be able to add that upgrade to him in a bit. We're getting the money on the collector, so that's good. We have a healer coming up to the top floor, so that's not really a problem. Might as well smith again. Yeah, I don't see any problems so far. Okay, now we have this guy. I mean, that's a lot of armor. Yeah, Resolve triggers after combat. Apply armor equal to half attack to the front friendly unit. Wait, is it half their attack? Oh, I might have read this wrong. Oh, but we have 45 attack. Wait, I need to read this guy again. I'm confused. But either way, it seems like something good happened. And we had the forge points, so if nothing else, that was strong. So each forge point gets 3 attack and 3 armor. Nice. We'll turn that off for now, in case I need to worry about it later. And I guess we'll just make this guy take more damage. Seems solid. Alright, now we're on the final wave. We have to fight this boss. The boss always attacks infinitely. So you just go round after round until either the boss loses or your floor loses, and then you go to the next floor and get another turn. Oh, I want to be able to activate that guy's effect, but I'm bad. So, Resolve gains a damage shield. That's unfortunate. It means they'll get 1 more damage shield after the fight. They have Titan Skin 2. No. Yeah, Titan Skin 2, so they reduce 2 damage per stack, which is... or 1 damage per stack, which is rough at 2. And then triggers at the start of this unit's turn, gain 5 armor. So this guy's very tanky. He's actually just gaining health on this fight. We can stop that by using Torch. And heck, we can stop that by using this guy. That seems solid. And then we have a Shield Steward, but it's not going to be that helpful. I'm moderately confident we can win with this floor. This floor seems really strong. Now, if we can give this guy multi-strike with Trample, we'll be over the moon. Yeah, okay. I was correct. We could easily deal with that. Great. I may have wanted to keep the Purge card in our deck so we could get rid of it permanently. There's other ways to remove cards, though. But this floor is just too strong. I need to read this dude again. He got more attack than I expected, more armor than I expected. But maybe that was just the amount of forge points we were able to build up. Resolve, apply armor equal to half attack to the front friendly unit. Never mind, maybe I just gained a bunch of armor because of all the forge points and that was all I needed. That's cool. Okay, now we have a room card. So, cost 2 energy, cooldown 1, move a non-boss unit to this floor. That's hilarious. So we can... Okay. We can make a room that drags enemies up what's great about that is you can drag enemies out of order, so you can make it so that they're not being tanked by another enemy, or they're not providing a crucial buff that you don't want them to have, or debuff for that matter. I kind of like Steel Polyclaw. I just want to try it out. I don't know how good it actually is. I also like Hammerfall, but we have enough like target removal right now that I'm not super worried about it. We don't need another welding. Hidden Passage, usually pretty good, something I love. You can overstack units on a floor up to a maximum of 7, ignoring their pip size by just shoving them up and down floors. So Ascend will let you just shove units up and up. Pretty nice. I think this actually is probably a skip. I don't really want another Calcified Ember to have to get rid of. It's kind of annoying to do that. As good as Ascend is... No, Ascend is too good. We take Ascend. Ignore what I said. Okay, we're gonna go... I like the Merchant of Arms. This is room upgrade. It's Pyre Health. We don't really need Pyre Health, so we're gonna go for Merchant of Steel and Railforged Banner, because Railforged Banner is more interesting. But first... Alright, we get both Multi-Strike and Reduce Size to 1, and we can afford both right now. So... we can make this 4-size guy a 1-size guy pretty dang strong. Or we can give him Multi-Strike, which is also pretty dang strong. Interesting. Also, I have 2 Calcified Embers, yeah? Yeah, okay. So yeah, Consume doesn't get rid of it. We also can pay 40 gold to remove a card. Whoa, okay, rare card here, and Steel Guard, okay. Ability, Spider Assembly. Cooldown 2, add a Spike Driver Spider to your hand, then craft it. Choose between 3 random upgrades to apply to the card. Spiders start with 1 size, they're 0 energy machine unit, burst 2. Oh, they have burst now instead of just multi-strike. That's kind of worse. Or we have Steel Guard, cannot lose more than 15 armor per hit. Whoa. So this guy takes like a maximum amount of damage per hit. That's actually also really good as a tank. These are both very interesting cards. I'm going to take the Epic because that's probably going to be seen a lot less. And then before we go to the Alcove, because sometimes we can get upgrades that can overstack on a monster, we're going to go probably give this guy multi-strike. Usually we're going to need the damage in the late game, so this tends to be more important. Though reducing his size to 1 is tempting, but we can reduce the Spike Driver's factory size to 1. And that seems pretty solid as well, given that all we really want them for is their ability. I like it. Now we'll visit the alcove. And what do we get? Whoa. New event for me. The light offers no warmth but radiance and erases all features and distinctions. Okay, erase card text and upgrade slots from a unit. Apply Purified Essence. Plus 50, plus 50. Interesting. So you just... yeah, make a unit big, which honestly on any of your like starting units is good, right? They don't have text or anything. They're just base units. Interesting. Or we can gain a 3-cost spell that applies Dazed 1 to all enemy units on all floors. Hold up. Wait, can we upgrade this as well? I don't know if we have the multi-stack upgrade for spells. I wasn't really going to go for a spell build, but this seems really strong. Dazed 1 means that as long as the enemy unit is dazed, they can't use an action or resolve abilities, and it decreases by 1 each turn. If we could make this Dazed 2, we could basically stun all enemies, and then if we can give this card Holdover, we can permanently stun all enemies on all floors for a while, at least until they reach our pyre, in which case they'll only have as many stacks of Dazed until they get to attack again. That seems really strong. I mean, 50-50 is actually really strong for this stage in the game, too. We don't really want to apply it to... I don't know. I think Beacon of Light is like a stronger card. Or just a stronger option here. Interesting. Okay. And then Titan Trial. Right. Yeah, we have to do the Titan Trials in order to face the true final boss, which makes these are like the real bosses. There's 3 real bosses per floor, the final one being a Seraph, and then there's the final true boss once you unlock the Titan Trials. So, of course, we're going to be trying to fight the final true boss. Fleshwings have 7 attack, 7 health, and Flesh Weaver has 7 more stacks of mass. Oh, I don't remember this guy. Plus 2 attack per stack, powers Flesh Weaver's abilities. I don't know if I've fought this guy. This guy's new since I played. I think they came in a different DLC. So, I might not know how to do this fight well. So we have 8 energy, right? Means we'll likely want to get rid of this guy for reals this time. Alright, well that didn't work out very well, but dug us a little bit deeper. Still gonna play Herzl on the top floor. Still gonna put you here. And then Spike Driver Factory, maybe we also put on the top floor and we just start like building up a tanky front immediately. And that seems good. And yeah, this boss will be flying around and attacking us on every floor. So yeah, 24 stacks, powers his abilities, summoned unit, rooted 1. Interesting. Is the game hard in comparison to Madness level 18, for example? I'd say it's very similar to that difficulty. You have a lot less control in this game than you do in a game like Across the Obelisk, but you have a lot more control in this game than, say, like a Slay the Spire. I don't know if that, like, helps everyone. Okay, so Burst 3, which doesn't seem that good. Extinguish Forge 2. Interesting. Any unit here could just tank for free. I don't mind having this guy extinguish. We don't have any real buffs to apply. I think like the idea is you try to get your spiders up with the forge points. Never played Slay the Spire? Okay. This might be a Purge Calcified Ember turn. No, I mean we don't need like a Shield Steward potentially. Okay. These guys, we don't want them to add Chime of Despair to our card. They'll put a curse card basically right at the top of our pile. So remove them. This guy gets stronger after every fight, but he also takes some damage. Hopefully our next floor will be able to deal with him anyways. This could have been a turn maybe I played the Calcified Ember. Though that's a little bit sketchy to me. That guy's still extinguishing. I'm debating if I want to play this Welder Helper or not. We don't have any like true armor synergy yet. Is another thing. Applying armor to this guy just literally won't matter. Maybe I should have. You know what? Actually, but then we can't get rid of that guy, right? Unless I want to activate this early. You know what? Maybe we do that. Let's activate this early. Remove that guy from existence, and then we get to Purge a Curse from our deck. That seems good to me. Then we save the rest of these cards for later. Oh, I didn't create the spider, which I was supposed to do for sure to take less damage. Whoopsie daisies. Anyways, this guy's Large Stone. Oh, and he summons units every time he attacks. Okay, that's not that bad. We can put the Pauldrons on here. He's gonna get some tankiness. We can get some Forge going. We're not using it just yet. This guy only has burst, so we don't really want to deal with that either. We can get rid of this. Just do some damage. Then might as well spare our lives here. And take no damage there. Okay. Then we just have this Spike Driver in my deck. Them not having multi-strike is kind of terrible. I really want to add Forge points so we get a bunch of armor later, rather than the Calcified Ember here. These guys are dying. We're gonna just have to eat a curse card on top of our deck anyways, so. We'll add all those forge points. Deal with stuff as they come. This guy's a champion version of whatever the heck that unit is. Beacon's Light's gonna be bad for now, but hopefully it'll be better later. Oh, whoops. I need to undo that turn. We gotta forge this guy up. Woo, boy. Yeah. If you like roguelike deck builders, I highly recommend trying out Monster Train and Monster Train 2. Monster Train 2, I think, is just better at this point. Like, I would just try Monster Train 2. Let's see. Am I gonna play a damaging card? I'm like slightly worried about this fight. Let's take a look at what we got here. We don't have anything really. I just took all the four. Okay. I'm getting used to this new forge mechanic. I've never had to deal with this before. Turning it on and off like this is weird. Okay, so we make a spider. Doesn't really matter what we do with this. We're just using it to block right now. I wish I'd made one the first turn, but whatever. This guy can make energy for us. That's actually pretty solid. But not going to help them survive. We have to turn this on. In which case, we probably can't live here, so 10 health, we're taking 11. We could live here. I would like to keep this guy alive when possible, so might as well try that staying alive business. And then we'll start here. Yeah, 78 armor, 45 attack. Now this guy can keep gaining armor turn after turn. Maybe we should just put him up front. There's no real reason to give this guy armor over this guy. So I think that makes sense. I think I tried Monster Train at some point, but I'm not that much into roguelikes. I'm more into TCGs. I need to feel the cards. The big deal with Across the Abyss is the character aesthetic for me. Fair enough. Okay, now we can start hoisting, so this is where hoisting can be nice. So I want to save this guy. Not exactly like that, but that's fine. I want to play the Steel Pulley, but I don't think I'm going to have the chance to. We'll slay this guy, build up a little bit more forge. And then we could start ascending. That might be the play, but we'll wait. And then we have one guy left. Okay. Funny enough, we're gonna have to do it this way. Gain some attack here. Move that guy from existence. And then you get to make a spider. What do you got? Extinguished Forge 2? Burst 2? Neither of those seems particularly good to me. But I suppose we could always put a spider down a little bit later. Maybe I do just add it up now, right? I mean, 29 times 3 once is okay. Burst is a lot worse than multi-strike though, so I'm very hesitant to put any stock into it. Anyways, we won. Turns out I didn't need to worry. Also, we can just daze all the enemies for a turn. This is pretty good. Alright, got a bunch of gold. Pyre shot. Pyre immediately attacks enemy units on this floor. That's like the card our guy is creating. That's the thing that we're doing. Also Reinforce is kind of the thing that we're doing. Spike of the Hellhorn might be the strongest card though. Rage and armor times 4 per energy is real strong. Double the amount of armor on a unit could be great. I don't want to take another calcified ember though. We're able to get rid of one, which is great. And then we don't need Demon Fiend here. I like Steel Steward, I think. And now we get a major upgrade. So we can either get one more energy a turn, one more draw a turn, or two more space on each floor. All of these upgrades are good. We are struggling with space at the moment. We just don't have enough for everybody. Like we are not able to fill out our cards. I mean, more energy each turn is also very strong, and so is more draw. All of these are good options for us, realistically speaking. We definitely need energy. We're struggling with that. We can't play all the cards that we're getting, despite Crucible Steward being awesome. I'm going to take space for now. I don't know if that's the right choice, but they're all good options. So here we could get artifacts. More artifacts up here can be really nice. But I'm going to go down this way, look at equipment and armor, get some gold, and I have some spells I do want upgraded. But first, let's look at our champion. So yeah, we have Strike, Gain Forged, Equip, Gain Burst, so we can make our champion do a lot more damage, or we can keep pumping up our Pyre to do more damage, which I just think is funny. This seems like it's gotta be the worst option, but what do I know? I haven't played this game in a while. Merchant of Magic, okay, so we can heal Pyre equal to the card's cost. I mean, this is really not good, in my opinion. Getting Permafrost on a card and making stuff cost less energy, very good options. I just don't value healing the Pyre at that rate. Like, oh, something costs 3 energy and then I heal the Pyre for 3, like, cool, whatever. Honestly, just a waste of an upgrade slot. We can also re-roll the shop if we had the gold, but we're kind of poor, so I might just stick with what we got. Permafrost actually could help us out quite a bit, keeping something in our hand turn after turn, like a Beacon's Light for that matter. So we can play it on exactly the right turn matters a lot. Okay, then I'm going to take a look at the armory. Okay. Interesting. Exiles Diadem, so we -2 pip size on a unit. That's not bad. Cannot reduce below 1. Or we have Fragile. Fragile's bad. I mean, the second you lose health, it dies, so we just need a ton of armor for this workout. Very, very fun. And actually with the Spiderlings, maybe this could be okay, but the Burst is, I don't know, Burst is just bad. I don't, I'm like, Multi-Strike is so good. Burst needs to be easier to get than Multi-Strike, and it currently is, but like not enough. Suppressed Burst 2, what does Suppress mean? This unit does not attack on its turn? Resolve, gain Burst 1, ability Wind Up Punch. Oh, I see. Attack immediately removes all stack-ups of Burst. Got it. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. This also gives 10 attack to the unit, which is not bad. Costs 2 energy, though. We just took space, so Exile's Diadem feels less necessary. I actually think Glass Cannon with the Spiderlings is somewhat interesting, so we'll try it out. Our deck's getting real big now. Nothing new, right? I'd like to remove a card from our deck, though. So, could upgrade Beacon's Light, having it stick around until we need it. I think this just makes a lot of sense. We want it to be cheaper, too. We really want it to hold over, probably, and have, like, double the effectiveness. Like, a Daze 2 on Beacon's Light is just so much better. And then we could reduce its energy. Or we could keep it holdovered. Oh, yeah. Spike of the Hellhorde also could be good. Just there are turns we won't want to be able, or like we won't be able to play this very well. And then there are turns that we will, so maybe we actually just permafrost that. And then we can minus an energy on something, so we just always want to play it. What would that be? I mean, Smith isn't bad. We do make use of the forge points. We do have to do that. Ascend is also good. Being able to play Ascend whenever it shows up doesn't feel bad to me. We'll upgrade a Smith, and then we'll actually upgrade one of these bonks as well. so we continue to have the damage to take out low enemy units. And then we need to remove cards. I'm going to remove a torch. Torches are going to get way, way worse here coming up. So hopefully we've made some improvements. Ooh, this fight can be hard. I hate this guy. Every time we play a spell on this guy's floor, they add Corruption 3 to our units, which does 3 damage every turn. Yikes. This could be a rough fight. So we're not super spell oriented, but for times that we are spell oriented, like, I don't know, it makes me sad. I was hoping for a different set of units here. So Demon Fiend can get new fun guys on his floor. I don't know how much I actually care about Spike Driver Factory. I gotta think about that. For Zell, we still want him to be pumping up our pyre every time, so we'll put him up at the top floor. Interesting that we could hidden passage this guy up to the top floor. We could make a super floor. When you ascend a unit, they end up in front though. And when you descend a unit, they end up in back. How do I want to play the rest of this? I think having a big armored guy up front seems good, and then we want this guy to be here. And then we'll probably play the Spike Driver Factory up top, even though I don't value it that highly. Maybe we put it right here instead. Interesting. Yeah, maybe that's right. Especially as we're about to get a ton of corruption, right? These guys add corruption when they die. That's real bad for us. Am I going to make some stuff? What is Boom? Cooldown 2, sacrifice, deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. That's funny. Sorry, that's kind of cool. So this guy could help us take out the rest of the units, right? On this floor. That's fairly solid. We don't care too much about this guy surviving long term. Short term is fine. So maybe this is less bad than I thought. Then we can take out this guy right here. We can add a forge, and yeah, all these guys are dying, so the corruption's gonna finish them all off, but this is perfect. We'll add a forge. Cool. I'll turn this off for now. I gotta remember to use that later. Alright, the corruption eventually is gonna take this guy down. Not much I can do about that. Maybe this guy getting 6 armor a turn is actually huge. Thinking about it more. Also, I don't want to consume once more. I'm gonna get rid of this Train Steward so we can purge this curse from our deck. This seems fine. We're surviving on this guy. We can create another spider. I think spiders are at least interesting. Now we're only gonna be able to create one more. Spike Driver's not bad. I don't want to use our forge points until we get our main unit out with this boy. So we have the super armor turn. Steel Pulley's been less good than I hoped. Yeah, maybe I definitely take energy next. Non-boss unit. Oh, wait, we can target our own units too. That's kind of good. They're dealing damage to us well, unfortunately. I could tank some damage here. This guy's gonna die no matter what we do. This is fine. Does this guy die? Yeah, right? No, it doesn't quite die. Takes exactly 30 damage. We let this guy tank up a little bit more. And then we could play a Shield Steward here, just so that we don't have more people take damage. You're taking some damage, but that's fine. Okay. That's pretty good. Not a bad setup. Really, really like the Crucible Steward. They're so good. Dual welding. We can finally play this guy. We don't have all of the forge points, but we're about to be able to change that. What are you doing? You're just healing for 25. You're annoying. Okay. Y'all are dying. So we get more forge points. Now we could add this guy to the front, right? That just makes sense. And then we put the Spear Steward up front so that he just takes all the damage. I mean, that looks real good to me. We have a very fun tank here. Right. We can add the glass cannon up here. Okay. So we'll probably want to have this guy have a big turn on his ability. Not sure when we'll get that. Playing Fragile on a unit doesn't seem terrible. Especially on like this guy even. Actually, wait. Isn't it insane on this guy? He's getting armor. Apply armor to the equal to half attack to the front friendly unit, right? That's actually really good. Okay. I'm learning. Go here. Apply some armor there, and then we hope for a big, like, spike of the Hellhorn later. Can't stay, but I'll peek in occasionally. Have fun. Thank you. Hope you have a great one, Kevon. So we don't want to play spells on this guy's floor, necessarily, because they apply 5 corruption to everybody anyways. I forgot about that, actually. Super annoying. And then you only apply it to people on this floor, right? Surely? Yeah, you don't apply it to all floors. Okay. So we can get rid of this. This guy at least goes down. You take some damage. And then we can get some Hellhorn spikeage here. That seems solid. This guy's gaining a ton of armor. Hopefully we have enough. 1,000 HP is a lot to chunk through. Cool. We had enough. Great. It was only slightly sketchy, but I was never worried. This guy can be played on this floor too, so we theoretically could have taken less damage. Wow, this Polyclaw has been useless. Great. On the turn. Okay, Glass Cannon plus this guy was actually a genius play. Yeah, Glass Cannon was definitely the right play. This is very, very strong. If we can get another Pyre Shot. I kind of want to take a Pyre Shot just because it's what we're themed around. It just doesn't seem like a good card. 3 energy is way too much. Sacrifice, Forge, 5. I don't hate Sacrifice. This actually could be really good with a bunch of imps, but we're not going to take a Calcified Ember for it. Then deal damage to units equal to 30 times the floor size on this floor, reduced to 1. Interesting. Okay, yeah, so you give up your floor to deal a bunch of damage in AoE. I'm going to take Pyre Shot. I mean, if there's ever a time for it, right? Oh, okay. Then we're going to take Pyre Chomper. Being able to get 4 energy on a turn where we play the Spiked Rail could be very strong for us. And I've got a cat. Alright. Hellhorn Banner, probably our last chance to get a banner. Yeah, definitely our last chance to get a banner. No duplicates either right away. We also get the Unstable Vortex, which isn't bad. Being able to remove 2 cards is nice. Merchant of Magic, we have some more cards we'd still like to make better. I'd like to make my rooms better as well with Merchant of Arms and our equipment better at this point, but Celestial Alcove is also very fun. I'm going to take a look over here. Let's take a look at what we got. Ah. Just a little bit of disappointment. I don't know, I don't think this is that good. It's not bad with the spiders, theoretically, if we're getting burst out of them, but it's also not good. Multi-strike tends to be nice. Especially if we could reduce his size in some way. Honestly, actually, just multi-strike is probably good enough. Then we can remove probably a Spear Steward. Probably another Torch. And Merchant of Magic, here we go. Permanently remove Consume from a spell. It's not bad for Spike Talhorned, honestly. We can also reduce a spell by 2. We could give Beacon's Light Consumed and then we could remove that permanently. I mean, I don't think that's like that crazy of a thing to do. Though I don't mind Pyre Shot being reduced by 2. That seems good. I think if we're gonna make something consume or not consume, Spiked is probably the best one. Yeah, Spike seems like the best one. Then Magic Power plus 10. Like I said, we'll want to keep the bonks relevant. And I'm gonna reroll, see what we can grab, because you can grab some really crazy things. We get Spell Chained, it's not bad. At this point, I don't mind spending 95 gold to make Beacon's Light be available for us whenever we want it. And reducing the spell cost by 1 also shouldn't be too bad. Again, we want to play these Smiths whenever we get the chance. Probably want to play this Bonk whenever I get the chance as well. It'll make a Torch relevant. Okay. Spent a lot of gold just because I'm not sure how strong I am yet. So we're kind of spending inefficiently so that we have the power to win each fight. Now, -1 energy a turn on this fight scares me. Scares me a lot, actually. But we'll give it a shot. Good old Pyre Dampener. Starts working immediately. We'll discard, done discarding. Didn't really use this thing well at all. Alright. We got one floor that's really working well for us, and then other floors that definitely exist. Oh, I didn't even play the Spike Driver Factory. Whoops. Alright, there's our extra energy per turn. Playing spells on this floor saps our units. We don't necessarily want to do that. Don't mind playing a Shield Steward here. Yikes. Yikes. Okay. Well, gonna have a bad start. But that's okay. This guy being tankier, I think we still want that. Most likely. You're gonna get up to the top floor. That's bad. We do want to build up forged points. Do want to stop you from hurting me as much. We have enough damage off of our champion to get through. So we're not in bad shape just yet. Okay. Well, here's where Pyre Chomper is going to be useful. We can also create Spike Driver. If we can't reach through in terms of damage on this floor, we'll try something else. But I think we can do this. There we go. That's enough damage. We made it. We got there. Wait, strike, apply 4 armor to the front enemy unit? I didn't know that was a thing. I guess that's a thing now. 8 won't finish it, so we can definitely do this, and then we'll start healing up and getting tanky. That seems not great, to be honest. I feel like I should get rid of one of these welder helpers, actually. And then we can apply more armor to this guy. So we have like a pseudo armor build coming up. I definitely want to get a double armor card. I think that's going to be very important for the future. Yes, permafrost dazed on this is going to be great. Okay. This guy gets to just exist constantly, which is also cool. Take out one of these. End our turn. Really feeling like I need more draw as well now. Cool. We have a 0 cost card. That's really good for us. We can also remove a card. I'm tempted to just get rid of Steel Pulley, honestly. It just seems like we'll never have the energy to play it. Okay. Get some removal here. We can apply more Forge before we have to activate this. Can we put this guy in front? Seems solid. Seems very solid. Oh, and then we can put something else in front too. Honestly, this seems really good in comparison. Now we just don't even take damage on this guy. Oh, but he's gonna gain some armor instead. Well, that's not the end of the world, honestly. I need to figure out how to use Weldling better. Alright, kitty cat. You gonna be on my lap this time? Just to be sure I understood this correctly, right? Yeah, okay, you definitely don't multi-strike anymore. You have Spike of the Hellhorned. I love that. We're not gonna be able to activate this weld again. Vengeful Shard. I could theoretically get rid of it. You're not gonna be activating stuff anytime soon. Not a terrible time for our Pyre Shot. Start getting rid of some Titan Skin, hopefully. Actually, yeah, because they lose Titan Skin when being hit, so that was pretty worthwhile for us. Gonna play the Vengeful Shard, though I don't think that's the best play I could have made. Then we could slay the spider on this floor so we have more space on the next floor. Yeah, once this guy loses all his Titanite or Titan Skin, he shouldn't be that big of a deal. Okay, he's already lost. Again, I'm over preparing because I'm just unsure of where I'm at. Anyways, those hordes pretty good. Spike is good. Yeah, so we want Weldling and Glass Cannon to be something I can play immediately. I don't know if I can do that. Armament Drive. Consume, add 15/15 crafted, plus 15/15 crafted equipment to your hand for each unequipped friendly unit. That seems good. Sacrifice Forge 5, okay. Honestly, also not that bad, especially for what we have going for us right now. This could be something that we just want to like play turn after turn. In a lot of ways, it's actually really good for our deck right now. I'll worry about the Armament Drive later, even though I was just saying I wanted equipment. Disassemble seems great. And then Battering Ram. This is what I wanted. Deal damage to front enemy unit equal to 4x armor on friendly units. Let's go. And look to double our armor whenever we get the chance. Okay, so this is where gotta make some considerations here. We could duplicate something. Gonna try to duplicate something. Usually that's the right call. Let's take a look at our trinkets. Just whoa, 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 whoa. Smoke grants an additional 1 energy. Demons get multi-strike. Okay, demons get multi-strike is just like always a take here. We have a demon who's now got multi-strike 3. Another demon that has multi-strike 3. So that's really good. On deployment phase, draw equipment card from your deck, reduce its cost to 0. That would be good if I wanted to do Glass Cannon straight away. But we're also potentially getting Fortified Pauldrons, so Smelt grants an additional 1 energy seems really solid for us. We only have 1 guy who's smelting, but they're really good. Speaking of really good, maybe we actually had 2 of these guys, the Crucible Stewards, even though we haven't upgraded them yet. Or we could have a Beacon's Light as well. Could have another Spiked Hellhorn. Spike Driver Factory sounds funny, but maybe not as good. I do like Weldling. Although I feel like they're not actually applying twice the amount of armor. Because they should be applying their full attack's worth of armor to the front friendly unit, but it feels like that's not how much we're getting. So I'm assuming dualism just doesn't work with them, which is a shame. Alright. Sail and his cherubs grant 35 health and 4 spikes to enemy units, or 50 health and 6 spikes to enemy units. Great. Kale? Is it Kale? I don't know how to say it. Either way. Do I still want energy? That's a real question. Hey, we got a smith. Cool. So, still going to be making our pyre strong. It's actually going to be good for the final Titan battle as well, assuming we get there. Much more confident we're going to get there with 75 multi-strike times 3. That feels good enough. Crucible Steward, I'm like tempted to put him on the top floor. I'm tired of him dying, honestly. And then we could put the Horned Warrior down here and Steel Steward down here, sure. This seems reasonable. Pyre Chomper. I really want an endless Pyre Chomper. So maybe I should be fishing for unit upgrades instead. We're gonna have a tough time at the start here. So let's play this. Play the Pyre Shot now, because we're gonna have a tough time. Sacrifice this guy. And then I guess we'll just torch there for no reason. Add a discordant toll to the top of your draw pile. Okay, I don't like that at all. Really need a way to deal with this. We've got Vengeful Shard. We have armor gain each turn. It's not as important as it used to be. I could start to put Glass Cannon on this guy. For this exact fight, I think that's okay. Then we'll play a Vengeful Shard. This guy gets 50 health. Gosh, that's annoying. We'll get more Forge. There's not too much else we could do. I could consume the Shield Steward, I suppose. Honestly, actually, we're just gonna activate our Pyre Shot again. I guess we get it back before the end of the fight too, so not the worst thing in the world to do. Alright, at 7 Forge, is that enough for me to feel comfortable putting Weldling up front? When we're going to take 22 damage, but I can give him 20 armor potentially. Yikes, this guy's going to be taking so much damage every turn. We're dealing tons, but not enough. Steel pulley just goes away yet again. Doesn't have to. We're definitely activating this turn. I think I'll apply 2 armor. We'll turn this on. Put you up front. You could apply a bunch of armor to yourself. You'll gain something. Or we could play Steel Pulley finally. Actually, let's play the Steel Pulley, right? That way we can draw up this guy. That's going to be really good. Okay, did he get 36 armor? I maybe need to slow the game speed down. Because I don't want to do the math. And Spike Driver Factory. Seems like it could be solid. Here. 29 damage isn't quite enough to deal what I want. Save ourselves some time there. You can't quite be taken out, but you could. We need 1 more damage on this bonk. That's upsetting. Okay. Take out that guy. Add a spike guy. First 3, Extinguished Forge 2. Extinguished Forge 2 seems solid. Well, you just extinguish me. Alright, our steward up there did his job. Now we have our other weldling, right? And this is where we really want to have our forge going. So yeah, they're only getting half. So dualism did not work on weldling. That's very disappointing, honestly. Yikes. Oof. Oof. So we're dying here, but probably just barely if I had to guess. Let's throw you up there. You're still dying? Because it's 25 plus 12. Well, the 25 does it immediately, right? Yeah, no matter what I do there, this guy's definitely dying. But we could do this. Now we're gaining more each turn. That dualism waste feels terrible, but what can you do? Then I think I just want to like spike here. Now if I give you more attack, we'll also have more sustain. So maybe I just focus on that sustain. Our bottom floor has been doing well for a while. Can't really ask for too much more than that. Extinguish Burst 4, okay. We could Beacon's Light if we wanted to. 664 damage on this floor. I like that. We have a Beacon's Light, right? So we can daze everybody. And then we could do other things. Theoretically, that's definitely a possibility. I could activate Herzel to do his thing. Probably don't need to. We'll be okay. 665 was funny though. Yeah, and you can attack by imp. My imp can die. That's not really a problem. I will take this thing out of the equation. That's actually not too bad of damage either. This is gonna get really, really good though. We don't have a torch. We can still dazed. I like the dazed, even though we're not going to be playing this battering ram anytime soon. 824 damage worth of it. Alright. Honestly, could have been worse. Okay. So we'll activate this. We'll get energy next turn. Make sure this guy at least doesn't get to heal up. We can activate a spider. Apply 4 armor to the front friendly unit. It's kind of funny. We can ascend our guy now. And that'll just be a ton of damage on this floor. On a floor that's already going to be super tanky. I think we're fine. I think I can stop worrying. Okay. Good. Good. They tried. Now, our real floor here. This is going to be so much damage. Oh, yeah. Okay, wait, we can do better. Ooh, interesting. I could sacrifice and forge as well. Okay. It's fine. Dualism not working. Why would they do that? It's supposed to up our armor, right? It's supposed to double the armor gain? Terrible. Okay, consume forge 4x. Okay, I see that, yeah. So just get a bunch of forge in a single turn, not bad. Another Pyre Shot, hilarious, but probably not going to be something I care about. Impelate is not a terrible card right now. 1 for 75 damage to the front unit is not like the worst, but not worth doing the other stuff for. I'm going to take this other forged, and we're going to take energy, I think. I've been really wanting energy. I've been really wanting draw too, but you can't have everything now, can you? Unless you're the dragon faction, in which case you can have everything. You can just be rich and get it all. We really want unit upgrades, right? Yeah, because I want like an endless for the Pyre Chomper. We'd get more Horned Warrior upgrades. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff we'd want here. And there's an alcove, so that's also something interesting. Multi-strike, Titanite. Titanite on Steel Steward sounds incredible. Take half damage, also just can never take more than 15 damage. Maybe that's overkill? Maybe that's bad. Gonna light up our forge, celebrate Pyre Speak, I mean, sure. Cooldown 2 actually is really good, now that I'm looking at it. Maybe every 2 turns, or is it every 3 turns? Maybe it's every 3 turns, having an AoE attack for the floor is pretty good. So, multi-strike, not the most useful for us. Titanite, still pretty good for us. Actually, doing it on one of our weldlings wouldn't be bad, especially if we want to have one of them go up front. I think that's probably our best bet. And then I'm going to go to the alcove, see what it grants me. Something amazing. Come on. What the heck is this? Wings! Wait, this is actually really good. Right, we could just get ability, 5, and flight. Come on, 50% chance. Hey, we get something even better. Okay, 25% chance to collapse is pretty bad. Whoa, this got a lot worse. I feel like the chances used to be better on this. 10% chance to find, and then 25% chance to collapse. It's really rough. Moving to any targeted location. Just being an equipment that we want to use. I think that's great. Oh, we just attach it too. That's super strong. Yeah, that's really strong. I'll give it to this guy too. Giving more attack to the weldling isn't bad. More attack on our Horned Warrior and being able to travel around isn't bad. Demon Fiend, of course, is very funny. We're gonna upgrade there. That was a good find. That was a really good find. Happy we went here. Okay, multi-strike. I don't think multi-strike's really worth it for us. We could get like another one on the Horned Warrior just to be funny. Actually, it's not just funny, it's actually kind of good. I'm gonna reroll though, because I'm hoping for some specific stuff. Large stone. I mean, large stone on our warrior isn't bad. Kind of takes away his viability in some ways. I mean, we could have a floor that's just Weldling, and Demon Fiend. And Demon Fiend can fly. That actually isn't bad, right? This is less bad now, because we have a flight-capable guy. I'm actually up for that. And then Rage 12. Rage 12 on this multi-strike 3 seems good, and then honestly just give him the attack. Love our Horned Warrior dealing some serious damage. This is gonna be strong. Oh god, I hate this effect. This is one of the worst ones to face. Non-boss enemy units restore 150 health when they move up a floor, so instead of being able to do permanent damage to them, we kind of just have to wipe them all out in one floor. I think I maybe just got enough damage to do this. But you can't whittle them down, you just have to take them all out at once. Which is not easy. Okay, perfect. That's the hand I've been wanting to see. But we do have every 2 turns we get to Pyre Shot, right? That's not bad. I'm not entirely sure where I want everyone just yet. But this seems okay. Perfect. Alright, and we really want to take everybody out in one blow. Let's look at this first. Boom. Boom is good. Boomed. Perfect. Get rid of our Vengeful Shard this turn. Seems solid. I think a Pulley Claw for the rest of the fight's gonna be nice. And then we can still Railforge for 12. That seems good to me. And we can Pulley Claw the annoying guy up this far. Cool. Yeah, seems right. Okay. Give this guy some armor. Make sure he's not going to be too sad. You, on the other hand, I don't want you taking Corruption 6. Yikes. Do I have a way to prevent that? Not really. Well, I could have this guy take it. We do have 17 Forge now, right? That's pretty strong. 20 Forge. We have 20 Forge. Yeah. That's good. That's really strong. Do I ever need to fly with this guy? I don't think I do need to fly with this guy. Well, we're gonna need to do a lot of damage, actually. Next turn to 500 health HP enemy here. Yeah, because they basically have taken, 13 damage from us. Great. Okay, you can go. You can go up to the top floor. You can make something amazing for me. Don't know if that qualifies. God, we're really not doing the damage here that we need to be doing. This isn't quite the turn for us. We need Spike of the Hell, huh? We really just need to remove a bunch of cards. I've not been good at doing that recently. Okay. So they're gonna have like 300 health when they get to this floor. That's probably too much. So we have to wipe out their health here while we can. And then we're only doing 117 here anyways. We might as well have it be semi-effective. Alright. Okay. Can we lethal this guy? I think the answer is going to be yes. But we're definitely not going to need this train steward here. Flight, move to targeted location, any floor. That's all we do. It's just 2 times around. This guy, he does go down in 1 hit to you, so you're just taking the 86 times 3, so it's really just 139 times 3. And then I don't want a bad card here. I think I have to do this. So you're at least like somewhat manageable. You don't get to play our other Weldling. Hate this health regain. Okay. We have you. We got you. What are you doing? You got a boom ability? Okay, boom ability. You're in the way. Great. Our pyre does damage. It surely does some damage. I think we're doing this. I think you're going here. That's almost enough. Gotta do something like that. Then 83 and 1. All right. We did it. It was hard, but we did it. The guy's got multiple pings of health. That's terrifying. Okay. Oh, that's super scary. Also, was I wrong in terms of ascend descend order? I think I might have been. That's fine. So you're not dead yet either. Great. And you all are about to die. You need to be on this floor. I feel like I need to like play something damaging here. You're not taking like too much damage, so I'm not worried about you, but I am gonna have to take some pyre damage, it seems like. I don't see many ways around this now. Hopefully we've done enough to keep this guy at 2 hits. That'll be nice. I don't think applying the armor to this guy matters. Okay, then we might have to fly to the next floor. Ouch. Oh, the reanimates. The reanimates really got us. Okay, and then you have, and can't get spikes? Apply spikes to enemy units? Gross. Okay. It's not the greatest thing in the world. Don't like that incant ability at all. Don't like a lot of these abilities. Okay. You kind of have to be taken down a notch. Oh, we got a you as well, huh? Great. Okay, lots of bad things happening all at once. We can do this. But how? How do I do this? Oh, the Fragile's ruining us as well because of the spikes on this floor. Oh my god. 7 spikes is a lot. Could give this guy 20 armor to actually like hit semi-hard, but it's not going to do that much. Cool. Cool, cool. We definitely need to take out all these guys on these floors. Is that 1 spikes to everybody? No. Okay, it's not 1 spikes to everybody. It is 1 spikes to here. Okay. She's just gonna be stronger. I can't do anything about that. Does this count as a sleigh, by the way? It does. Perfect. Alright. You going up to the top floor without any penalties seems real bad to me. We could have this guy be up here. 68 times 3, 279. It's not a bad amount of damage. It's also not a great amount of damage. I think I'm going to fly up to the top floor here. I'm a little nervous to do that. But now everything dies, which is good. Really want my tank up at the top, though. Oops, spikes +2 is bad. Hold up. Well, this is all bad. The Pyre's gonna take a ton of damage. Do I even live? This is bad. Bad matchup and draw for us. Yikes. Tons of damage. Okay. But what if we were fine anyways? I can't place anybody. Oh no. Okay. Gotta redo this full fight. Start battle. I think there's a way around this, but it's gonna be a little bit difficult. We're learning. Okay. Yeah. We need to put all our damage on one floor. I think I just need to put the Horned Warrior next to the Demon Fiend, and then we just have a tank up front. And that's fine. That's just like, that's what it's gotta be. Right? That's fine. And then we could even do something like this. Just apply like a little bit of spice to our top floor here. You guys can just exist to get hit, I guess. Honestly, that's cool. Get rid of a Vengeful Shard. Right, this ended up being a good turn. I needed to use my Polyclaw more. I think I forgot about it a lot. And that was not a good thing to do. Burst, Boom. I mean, Boom seems good. If we could use it. Forge times 12 seems great. I think we'll actually activate this ability, right? The sooner we do this, the better. And then I can put this guy right here. We can sacrifice him at the start of next turn. All's good. It's just the Titanite keeps us out of doing any damage. That's funny. Okay. So we boom. We have 15 forge straight away. Pretty good. I have nothing that I really want to sacrifice. I could sacrifice this guy. It's not that bad to do. And then we could bonk here. And now we can turn this on. This guy can be our Infinitank, which just gains armor turn after turn. Seems solid. And then let's not forget that we're going to need armor on our back guy here somehow. I don't know how that exists, but we'll just need it for... Well, maybe we won't, because maybe we'll have enough damage with this guy. Yeah, I can see that working. Alright, give me something useful. Honestly, Forge 2 or Boom seems good. And then we can activate this again. Do some damage there. I'll just take the Forge here. Apply more armor. And that all seems solid. They'll have a lot of health going up to the next floor. I can't quite do anything about that. That's a tiny bit unfortunate. Yeah, that's what that is. That is unfortunate. But there was nothing I could do. Wish I could save my energy turn after turn. 150 health per, right? It's just like... It's what it is. Consumer Train Steward. Gotta up our attack. I do want to play Weldling. I do want to play this Torch. Because we don't have this guy's ability. So we're gonna have to just deal with it being slightly inefficient. Oh, I forgot to turn on the Forge for that guy. That guy needs the Forge. He's the one that needs the attack. Okay. We're still gonna be doing this. Get a little bit extra, do a little bit of this, and then we turn on the Forge. Aha! Okay, so we'll be getting some armor every turn. And then we just up the damage here quite a lot. One guy making it through. He takes 2 attacks to finish. It's not the end of the world. It's better than we were doing last time, right? Okay. It's actually kind of a spooky fight, isn't it? At least that guy could take some permanent damage if I want to do it this way. We can deal damage here. At the cost of the next turn being hard. I like this attack, but then we could get rid of this guy here instead, which is also really good. What are we drawing? Glass Cannon. Maybe we can play the Glass Cannon, right? Because we're going to be able to deal with the spikes using this guy, probably. So we should have the damage next turn, likely. In all likelihood. And then we just take less damage this turn. Cool. Oh, we deal no damage on this bottom floor here. Alright. Battering ram, right? This is actually really solid for us. And glass cannon on this guy and back could be good. Still, I think that's still worthwhile. It's either that or we give glass cannon to this guy, which makes him ultra tanky. Right, because he's just getting a lot more armor per turn. I like ultra tanky idea. A little less damage, a little bit more ultra tanky. We'll remove this torch. And we can gain some forge. Okay. Final fight. We do have your ability. This is good. I do need to get rid of those guys. Want to activate this. Burst, sure, whatever. Probably not going to matter. Attack times 2. Yeah, likely doesn't matter. Oh, we could kind of just daze her, right, though? This is maybe a good turn. Do I get to smelt? No, can't smelt. Okay. We'll activate there, and then you're dead. Okay, that's actually very solid for us. The spike driver does nothing. Okay, cool, we did it. Whew, learning. Great, we're just on the fight here. That was, yeah, I think I was just dumb. I needed to make sure I had my damage all focused on one floor because of the thing that I took here, where they all gained 150 HP. So that was just, I should have known that. That was just silly on my part. Forge 8, I'm not going to pay 3 for, this is way too late for a card like that. Consume, apply Steel Guard to a friendly unit. Wait, can't lose more than 15 armor per hit. Isn't that insane on our current guy? On our dudes? Seems insane on our dudes. Suppressed, that's so weird. Suppressed is so bad for like the long-term fights. I mean, I guess that's why you burst him. I wonder if there's a way to just get enough burst to like completely finish an enemy. Probably. Maybe finish boss fights that way. Attuned, sacrifice an imp, deal 50 damage. Not bad. I could take another battering ram. I could take important work, but it's not going to be that good on this fight. I would rather not take another battering ram. I think 1 is enough, and I just need to be able to reduce its cost. I think we're going to go for the spell upgrade here, no matter what. I just need the spell upgrade. Take the HP. Then double stack. Double stack. Dazed 2. That's what I was looking for. That's just so good. Okay. Feeling better. Feeling better about that by a lot. Magic power plus 10. Could maybe give that to a bonk, right? Give that to a torch, maybe. Maybe a bonk still. I don't know. 2 minus 2. These aren't the best upgrades in the world. Just being able to get a torch out of the deck without paying as much gold for it is nice, though. And then 10 damage. Probably worth it on this bonk still. Should check our artifacts. We should always check our artifacts before we spend too much money here. Okay, spells get another extra upgrade slot. Cool. When friendly unit gains armor, gains plus 4 stacks. That's actually good for us. Card with Consumes played, gain 30. I think I'm going to reroll these, see what we get, and then we'll spend the rest of our money later. Start turn, fully healed champions, not bad. X cards have X cost cards, and cards that cost 3X have or more have permafrost. That's funny because we already have permafrost. Create an ephemeral copy of the first spell you play each turn. Interesting. Very interesting. Wait, did I just get rid of the spells, have one more upgrade slot, and I'm at the magic merchant? I don't know why I didn't think about that at all. Let's reroll here, see what we get. Remove consume permanently. I honestly don't hate the idea of Pyre Shot sticking around. -1 cost on Battering Ram seems good. Permafrost on Battering Ram also seems good. And then remove consume permanently. Or we could remove cards from our deck because we have way too many cards in our deck, but we could just not do that instead. Don't need the permafrost if we're lowering the cost of everything in our hand, which we are. I mean, Ephemeral's pretty good. It's actually like really good. It's hard to say no to that. What's the upgrade that we're passing up on? Remove consume. Also hard to say no to that. We'd like to remove consume on our AoE damage card, but that's less important now. So, yeah, let's take an Ephemeral. And then we'll just have to remember that we have it. Create copies is good. What is this? Oh yeah, Sheriff and Chancellor uses Sap 10. Oh my god. Oh right. I remember at the beginning of this when I was like, oh, we just can't like have too much emphasis on attack as our main damage source. Well. Oh well. I hate that we have to discard like one at a time here. Weldling, interesting. Not something we want to play immediately, probably. Alright, Herzl. Ooh, 165 Pyre attack. I do like that, though. That's fun. Maybe again we'll go all on one floor in terms of our damage. Maybe I switch it up, though. Hard to say. Let's go here. Useful Stewards, good there. We can have this guy just creating spiders, that's fine. Then you can be our tank, and then you just get a little bit of extra armor. Have fun. Cool. Sure, sap me, whatever. See if I care. I kind of care. 40 damage, okay. Hopefully you're not the worst. Oh, right, aren't these guys awful? Triggers when you replace wellness floor, grants non-boss enemies 5 attack. Great. Great, great, great. I can wipe you out, though. And I can also do this. And I can also do that. And I can't quite play a Steel Forge. I can get rid of a torch. And deal almost enough damage to that guy to make him go down. It's not the worst thing in the world, and then maybe I'll be able to sacrifice this welder helper later. That's the idea for now. We have 7 turns remaining. I think if I just start activating this now, we'll be in a good spot. Did that go through their damage shield? Oh, they have spell shield. That went through spell shield because it counts as my pyre attacking. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. You have 120 health. Alright. You're not getting sniped anytime soon. Great. So, plenty of time to build up Forge. It's good stuff. Yeah, playing spells on that floor seems a little bit dubious. Still seems dubious. I don't think I want to do that. Am I just gonna put fortified pauldrons on this guy? Could put tankiness on this guy too. You can only take 15 damage anyways, right? It's not that bad. Apply 12. Definitely gonna need some damage. Hoping for the energy imp turn, I think. Yeah, we'll wait. Are we winning? Great question. Really great question. Yes and no. We're having fun with it, that's for sure. We're on the final boss. Well, we're on the second to final boss. Really? Okay. Okay, actually, yes, we're winning. We are winning. Oh boy, are we winning. Okay, we're gonna keep this calcified ember just so I can get 4 energy out of it. That's beautiful. Now we have Pyre Chomper. That's also beautiful. Okay, we have this big spike to the held horn. Okay. So you go here. You activate this. I like you a lot. You can get rid of basically all of these guys. That's great news, and then we get a second copy of that because we copy our first spell played each turn. Cool. And then, oh boy. You know what? We can also play you. Sure, Extinguish gain more Forge. That'll be useful later. It's important. And we smith, and now we have our Titanite Weldling. Yeah, he's huge. We can make him really big, in fact, if we want infinite tanking. But we're going to need a lot more damage for now. So we'll play this huge spike of the Hull Horn to get a big, massive damage boost. We should be good. You came back at the perfect time? You did, yeah. We're on the final fights. Things are complicated. They're getting hard. But we did upgrade our Beacon's Light, that's right. That's so good. Oh god. Right. Sap times 4. It's gonna be annoying. I don't want to take pyre damage though if I can avoid it, just because I like being better than everybody. Yeah, you guys are all gonna die, aren't you? It's okay, that wasn't what our main floor was about. Oh, right, I could have copied Beacon's Light. Funny. Let's daze. Start the dazing chain. Alright. This should be good. We should have the damage. You're still sapping me. I don't think you should be able to sap me, but whatever. Okay, so at this point we want to rescue this guy from the bottom floor, put him up to the top floor. Oh, you're rude. You have Titan Skin 5, and then you silence all units. I dislike this guy a lot. We can take him out, though. And then I guess we have to Hidden Passage now. Oh, you're... Wait, why? Why am I losing all this attack? I actually genuinely don't know why I'm losing all this attack when I move up a floor. Anyways, we need to do that after we play this guy. But then I want to forge first. So yeah, we have to do it this way. Sap times 10. I don't know why that happened. We're not going to think about it too hard. That's some good damage. Alright, we're going to need to stop playing those sap cards very soon. It's Days in Time? Oh, it's Days in Time. I also misplayed that turn. I should have done a double Herzl's spell thing. It's not the biggest of deals, but it is definitely a misplay. Take you, you can just tank for me. Don't have a lot of damage on this floor. We can add more damage here. Reason not to just double up here, and then if we add this, how does this work? Ah, we get 62. Okay. And it applies armor. Okay, that's pretty sweet. It says Permafrost does 1400 damage. It's not bad. We can get rid of these units by just putting them on this floor, so we just don't need to Waste time there. You guys all make it to the top floor. That kind of sucks. What are we drawing? We're fine. We're fine. So we do our turn like this. We activate this guy. We want our first spell to be Pyre Shot. So we get to copy it. It's beautiful. We can do that again. It wouldn't be bad. Can also consume this card. We at least get 1 energy out of it. And we deal damage there. And now we don't have to worry about that? Okay. Okay. Forge 20. I don't know if Forge 20 is actually going to come in handy at any point here. I can play the Hoist at this point. Doesn't seem like a terrible move. We can just start to deal damage to this floor. That also seems pretty good. Unfortunately, we can't play our Battering Ram and get all the way through. I think I'm just going to have to take this 3 pyre damage because I'm too worried about not taking it. Why? Oh, because we have etch. When we etch, we attack. I see. Yeah, that's true. Interesting. Okay. It's like, why are we surviving there? But no, it made perfect sense. Okay. Yeah, we take some damage here. I think we might be okay. Okay, we have the Spike of the Hellhorn. That's nice. Make a little spider. Little spider can give us some forge, I guess. Copy of the first spell played. Do I want it to be Smith? I think I do. I think that's fine. Then we'll just apply more attack back here. We don't have any reason to really worry about Fragile. I'm just going to take a little bit more damage from the... we could probably play it. It's fine. Then we'll get more damage here. Alright. And hopefully our giant armor dude is enough. We actually like kind of built badly for this boss, but yeah, we did win. Wow. Honestly, not even close. Tons of damage. Okay. Oh, we're just shy? No, I refuse to accept that, actually. Hold up. I wanted to play this. Yeah! 2,000 damage and a Battering Ram. Let's go. And then you can just be ended anyways. Caught him. Alright. Cool. So yeah, boss will continue attacking, but they're only dealing 15 damage per attack to this guy because we have a maximum of 15 damage they can take. So yeah, not too bad, but we still have to beat the true final boss. Which is spooky. Venture forth. Fight the Titans. Figure it out. Ooh. True final boss time is very, very hard. Mainly because I forget exactly how to fight them. I did have to redo a combat once. That was sad. Where to put guys? I think we'll discard you. Done discarding. See what we get. Okay, it's actually interesting. Steel Pulley is kind of good. No celebrating yet? No celebrating yet. This is... We actually have a really strong Pyre, which can help us out on this fight a lot. There's a enemy here that just keeps attacking your Pyre. But we have a good amount of health. Maybe we're okay. I'm kind of excited to see what happens. So, for Herzel up here, just for Norm's sake, I guess. Urzel, okay, this Pyreborn thing, because it goes to cooldown 2, actually was really, really good. It's actually really strong. I did not expect it to be like that. Crucible Steward. I think I still want to play him on a relatively safe floor. Then I have to decide which of these cards I want to play. Horned Warrior I could see being there, but we don't really want that. I don't hate Spiked Factory being up here. Oh wait, this guy has like Trample, right? Ah shoot, I actually forget what they have. I don't remember if I'm even going to be able to survive with a lot of these guys. Hold up. That does sound familiar though. I feel like they're going to attack my full floor or something. Something bad's going to happen. Okay. Let's remember the mechanics of this fight. So, this guy, yeah, he's got 20 damage, immobile, cannot be killed until everything's killed. So, you got to fight 3 bosses at once. This guy's going to go up a floor each turn, keep attacking. They have trampled. They'll never go up to the very top floor. That's what this guy's for. 2,055 HP. Very rough. But every turn he's going to give you a way to have Pyre's Light. You apply Corruption 5 to your front unit on all floors, but then your Pyre deals damage to this guy. So, it's not the worst thing for us. We got our Weldling a little bit too early for sure. It's not a time for Forge either. So... it's a little bit unfortunate. But I can make a spider. Strike apply 8 armor to a friendly unit. Oh man. This isn't the one that we really need to have maximum forge value on. So potentially I could play it. Even at relatively cheap forge value. Could consume our glass cannon. That seems a little bit sketchy. I am really not confident in our prospects on this fight, but I'm excited to see what we can do. Shoot. This is a rough first hand. I really didn't want to draw Weldling this early. It's possible getting rid of Bonk is correct here. That way I can play Weldling. And we can give him a bunch of attack that kind of feels a little bit rough. And we can also play a very weak Battergram, to be honest. Okay. So, cool. I think... okay, we drew our Weldling again early. Unfortunate. Purge, Ephemeral, Pyre attacks immediately. Yes, that's all great. However, it's not actually that great. Why do I have more Cursive Entropies? Oh, do these stay in my deck? Wait. Hold up. Add Cursive Entropy to your deck. Wait, since when does this guy do that? No way. I think they buffed this boss. I don't remember these sticking around. Oh, that's really terrible news. Okay, that's actually quite bad for us. Now I'd love to play Weldling here, but we really don't want to play him exactly on this turn. It's kind of a really bad turn for him. So, what are we going to do? I think this makes sense. We can wipe out this guy pretty quickly. We'll deal a fair chunk of damage to this guy, and we're not going to be able to do that too many more turns, so might as well get rid of one of these guys, sure. And then I guess we'll deal damage. I mean, at least we're taking out this guy really quickly. The more attack our Pyre has, the better as well. Okay. So we have a ton of energy this turn, but not that much to spend it on. Another really bad hand, I feel like. But we'll copy these spells. I gotta start removing this. That had to happen. Get rid of the Discordant Bell. Play this. I need a tank. Perfect amount of tanking. Okay. Alright. We're making it. Normally the Pyre part is like the hardest part to deal with, but this time just the floor part's feeling the hardest to deal with. Oh, when this guy goes back down to the floor, they don't summon another wave? That's great. Okay. That I can use. We could add a Steel Guard to this guy. Purge that guy. Then you're gonna die. No, 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 no. You're very important to my whole existence. I think I gotta throw this guy up front. No more than 15 armor damage a turn. Well... I mean, upping our Pyre damage is still gonna be good. Alright. It could be worse. It could also be better. Just throwing that out there. Okay, and then we could probably do this, and then... Wow, you're going down very, very quickly here. Oh, but you can't actually die yet. Yeah, that's fair. Ephemeral, reserve, Pyre takes 3 damage, but if we keep it in our hand, it actually disappears. No, it purges whenever played, discarded, or at the end of turn either way, so... Either way, that doesn't really matter. We could just get rid of one of these. That feels relevant, because I don't want to reduce my damage that much right now. I'd love to keep this Pyre Chopper. And we can just keep dealing damage to everybody. We're getting there. Slowly. Lowering our attack sucks, but we can take some Pyre damage. I'm going to keep the Pyre Chomper in hand, or in deck, rather. Okay, finally got the Horned Warrior back. That's fun. Can I slay? We can. Can slay. This no longer matters that much, but it is fun to increase our attack. Because it increases a lot of things. You're dealing some damage here to this guy. That's good, because we have to do that. We could have a Poli as well. I guess I'll take that guy down. It doesn't really matter too much. What I do here? Yeah. Great. I mean, I think we'll get there actually and just like 3 turns, 4 turns. Wow, hey look, Beacon's Light does exist. All the good cards all in 1 turn, where they all cost 1 billion energy. Great. I'm not upset or anything. Okay. Could double up Beacon's Light, which is kind of insanely strong. Oh, do I just double up our damage card? I think we just double up our damage card. That'll probably end the fight even quicker. And we can daze. Oh, these guys are immune to daze? Oh, this guy's immune to daze. These two are not. Okay, interesting. Fascinating. Did not realize that. And then you could have a bunch of armor and attack. And that seems like a good play for us. And then I'm just going to play this card because, honestly, it's not going to do much. You're dying. That is sad. Wait, did my other guy die? My other guy died. My main damage dealer died. Okay, well, that got sketchy real quick. We gotta last just like a couple more turns. Just like a couple more turns is fine. All we need to do is deal a bunch of damage to this guy. I hate all these cards being in the deck. Wow, really need a draw. Didn't realize it, but I think we're still gonna win. Hopefully. You're dying? You're dying. You can't die. That's not allowed. You're still dying. Okay. How do we stop that? So let's see. 25 times 3 and 20. So 1, 2, and then you take 25, and then you take 20. Why is that killing you? Oh, because they have trample. So you're taking all 75 damage. I see. Well, rather, we're only stopping 10 of that 75 damage. So it goes to 65 and then 20. So we'd need a lot more armor, which we can provide. We can take it. Interesting. But he does have to live. Like, it's imperative that he lives. Oh boy. We're down to the wire here, but 2 more turns. 2 more turns, and I think we can win this. Especially with like a big old battering ram. Oh, and Beacon's Light. Beacon's Light will keep us alive, right? That guy's immune to stun. Hold up. So Beacon's Light. Why don't we die now? Wait, what? Why did that happen? Why did we survive? I'm confused. I don't care that much, but I am confused. Okay. You could be dazed multiple turns in a row. I think with that, we'll be okay. Like, you guys just don't do damage to me anymore. We can play this. We don't need to take 1 more damage than we already taken. This was like a real scuffed run. But we've got it now. Oh good, Pyrochomper's here, right in time. Okay, so yeah. I'm silenced? No freaking way. Okay, that changes things somewhat. That's hilarious. I didn't even notice, but we win. That's really funny though. I can't believe that. Hey, I lived anyways? Wow. Okay, so yeah, we'll take you out, and then you get to... Why are you even taking damage? I don't see any way in which I'm dealing damage to you. Immune to rooted, dazed, and everything. We win? Yeah, we win. Cool. Oh boy. Scuffed run, but we won the highest level, which is good for first time back. That's not bad. That run took a long time. Lots of learning though. Win a run with all covenants enabled on Railforged. Yeah. I mean, and now we get to unlock some cards. Okay, so, ooh, getting extra space on a floor. Yeah, I thought that was missing from this archetype. And then we unlocked a new Pyre Shard. When your Pyre defeats an enemy, it permanently gains 5 attack. Okay, that's pretty sweet. That's funny. Unlocked again. Juggernaut. Summoned 30 times 30. Wow. Wow, this card's great. You can just pump a bunch of energy into a... Oh, this is a really good card. Awesome. Yeah, Juggernaut's great. So easy. Yeah, super easy. When you forge a unit or equipment, grant +2 HP for each forge point spent. Oh, so it gives, instead of just armor and attack, it also gives you HP. Honestly, great. And Transcendent. I didn't realize we didn't have this guy unlocked yet. Transcendent is great, though. When played, repeat all summon effects triggered so far in this battle. There's lots of summon effects to trigger. Got our win streak up to 2. Excellent. Alright, super jank win. Saw half the cards of the Railforged. Cool. Still have another half to go, and we haven't played the Wormkin at all yet. Now, I don't really have enough time for another run, but I'm gonna do another run anyways. We'll try out more Railforged, and I suppose I should put the Wormkin in as well. Let's do Railforged Wormkin. Different Pyre though. What should I try? These guys take up a ton of space. Maybe we could do the permanently add 1 space to a random floor each battle. That one's always kind of strong, right? Yeah. And then we have... I hate the Wormkin. I'm so bad with them. We have Reap, add echoes. By playing infused cards, Wormkin deal... If you use these things to deal spell damage and stuff. Yeah, it'll be weird. But let's try it. Let's give it a shot. Okay, salvage machine, haven't seen this yet. Harvest, forge 1, ability, scrap harvest. Okay, so triggers when a unit dies on this floor, and then forge, right, we know what forge does. Persistent, scrap metal, 0 cost, blight, persistent, unplayable, refined, 3, wait, no, what is refined? Okay, we got bonk again, I like bonk. We have extract 1, apply 15 HP. Not bad, we just have to get these weird little charged echoes. It's a weird thing. Alright, Inspire, apply Reap. Okay, Inspire triggers when you gained the echoes on this floor once per turn, and then friendly units have 5 attack per Inspire. And then Reap, units takes 1 damage per stack of charged echo after combat ends, does not decrease. Yeah. Reap's weird, because like it doesn't really help you on boss fights as much. Starter cards cost -1 energy. Yes. Yeah, every time. Heck yeah. Okay. Enemy units enter with Titan Skin 1. We can deal with that. Maybe I'll try a speed run. We'll just try playing as fast as possible and definitely not lose because of that. Thinking is silly. Build up charged echoes to empower Wormkin as the game like gives me a tutorial here. Echoes that exceed the available slots will disappear at the end of turn. Yeah, but you can still stack up to that high. Infuse cards, add infuse to the card. Yeah, Wormtooth applies infuse to starter cards and 1 card per draft. Yeah. Makes sense. Okay, speedrunning, so we're gonna apply stuff to the bottom floor here. End turn, cool. Reap, right, everything's gonna like cost less, so this is great. Yeah, that's super good. Cool, and then what does this do? Persistent, unplayable, refined 3. Increases forge points and energy gain from smelt by 1 per stack. Can't be discarded for any reason. It's not discarded at the end of turn. Okay, so this is... Okay, gotcha. So this is purely something that you do to smelt. So we need someone who has smelt. Alright, so we need to look for Railforged units to really work with the salvage machine here. Good to know. Yeah, you guys are dying on that floor. I mean, this just seems fine. This is gonna be like a super easy turn 1 battle. I mean, not having to worry about energy certainly is something. Do I even have any units left to play? No, I don't. That's funny. You can have that. You can extract. Cool. It's alright, we win on the next floor. 17 forge points. Crazy. Nothing to do with these. Yeah, we need stuff. Come on, smelter. Straight away. We only saw 1 smelter last time, so I'm a little bit worried, but we'll find one, surely. I kind of want to take nothing here. Extract 215 can be good, though. We'll try it. We're playing all our starter cards for free, so it makes it more worthwhile. I did like Steel Claw Pulley, but I never had the chance to play much of it. I would this time, because we have Tuning Fork, and our energy's not a problem, but we'll play Hammerfall. Because Hammerfall is also very nice. Then we're going to look for the Railforged units, despite me wanting Merchant of Steel. It's got to be done. Holdover. What would you want to hold over? If you were me, probably something good. Now keep in mind, this only applies... No, this doesn't apply to unupgraded cards. It just always applies to our starter cards. Okay. Making this reducing cost by 1 energy makes it so we can play this X card for +1 always, which is usually good. And then 15 magic power, not as good for this one. Bonk though, that'd be good for. And then double stack. Can't double stack that. Can't double stack Forge. Could double stack Reap. It's not like crazy value here. Salvage machine once again. Hey, but Crucible Steward. Okay, so because we need a smelter, we gotta have Crucible Steward with salvage machine. That's just like, that's the combo, right? I genuinely don't think I want to spend my money here on any of this stuff, and unfortunately removing cards is less good than normal as well. Remove a Spear Steward because we have some damage, I think. We'll move on. Weird. -1 energy per turn. Less of a problem for this run. Honestly, pretty okay. Do I put the Crucible Steward down here? Probably. The salvage machine up here. There we go. Alright, so we can do forge stuff. And then we have this. We have like that. That gives us more forged. Gives us something. I don't know what I just did there. Seemed okay though. This is definitely the best way to use this guy. So our smelter comes off cooldown before our salvager does. Definitely something to keep in mind there. What we're keeping in mind is a great question. Did I use that? Oh, I did. This guy's 54. This guy's 62 attack. That's actually awesome. I'm not upset. Cool. Oh, we're dead? We're dead. I didn't want to die yet. Are we dead because of spikes too? That kind of sucks. Oh no, that guy's gonna die from Reap. Well, whatever. This guy gets to go up the floor and then... and... yeah. Seems good. I mean, forge points are just always useful, right? Like, that's the gimmick. Great. What the heck is Echo Burn? Cooldown 2, extract 3, draw 2, lose 3 in order to play this card to activate this ability. Interesting. Apply 2 armor to friendly units per shard, though. I gotta try that. Steel Polo Claw is good. Spike Driver Spider, you're so bad, though. Burst 2, it's just like, whatever. Forged, gain 2 armor permanently for each forge point spent. Okay, this time we are going boilerplate. That seems pretty sweet. And do I want a Wormkin unit? Usually units are good. I'm gonna go off that logic. What are our upgrades? Titanite, Multi-Strike, okay. Tankiness, and then attack per infuse, which is cool. Inspire, 3 attack and 3 armor. That kind of goes well with our one dude that we're using. There's also the Kinhost Vessel. These guys are weird because they remove the echoes and for per like shell that they take, and they're really hard to make work. I don't tend to like them that much, but I don't mind this guy. Titanite. Somebody tanky. Multi-strike, also somebody tanky. We could do multi-strike on this guy, right? Multi-strike Titanite on this guy, maybe he's not the worst. Do multi-strike on this guy. Because he gains attack and armor per charged echo, right? And we can just make him very tanky. Very tanky. We can make him somewhat tanky. It seems fine. And then we can make this guy gain attack per smeltering thing. Cool. I actually like our upgrades there. That did a lot. We're definitely a lot stronger for the next fight. Yeah, we definitely aren't going to have the time to. Large mystery box. Random card to the hand. You can't go wrong with just a random card in your hand every turn, right? Surely that never bites us. Spikes 2. Oh, this is the Flesh Weaver again. We're already on the boss number 3. Easy. Okay. Spine Chief. We're going to more or less play like we've been playing. I think it's okay to put this guy in front. And we've been getting a lot of space up here, so might as well fill this slot up. Cool, and then gain 2 armor permanently for each forge point spent. Yeah, so we're just gonna stack up a bunch of forge points and then play boilerplate later. It's pretty good. Okay, important thing is this guy's dying. Then I can smelt here. We can create this. Oh, interesting. Didn't realize that was gonna happen. Oh, we get it 1 equipment per. It's not just all stats on 1 equipment. I misjudged that, but also awesome. It's actually pretty great. That's really cool. And I can't do this too much, but could add a bunch of attack to this guy, right? Okay. Feels like we're in a decent place. Apply a bunch of reach here. Herzl's Hammer. Strike, apply 3 attack and 3 armor to friendly units. Whoa. That's a better hammer. I mean, we're going to be playing that hammer, right? Surely. Surely we are playing that hammer. And a lot of it. And then we could extract and I don't even hate it. Could extract and I don't even hate it. Yeah. Okay. So far, so good. Another shield steward up here seems great. Ability assemble. What the heck? Create a copy of the front friendly non-champion unit and descend it. Whoa, that's a really good card. We don't have access to that, but you know what we can do? We could just like use that for energy. That's so good. All right. I just need to make sure I don't win too quickly. I don't think that's going to be a problem. But we do need to draw through the rest of our deck. Is this a... I think this might be a draw pick early on here. Yeah, we're not going to put the Reap on this guy specifically so we don't have him die too quickly. This is a fun one. Alright, he went to this floor. Perfect. That's what we want to see. Oh, we had Vengeful Shard right away. Okay, but we can take away this. Great. And we can Boilerplate, right? So now, with the Boilerplate, gain 2 armor permanently for each forge point spent. Now, that's the equipment, right? I don't know. But if it is, we're in good shape. Now I can get rid of Calcified Ember. And then we could do this. And we're in perfect shape. And there's no way we lose on this floor. Apply 8 attack per. That's really funny. This is actually just like not even close to done. Cool. Fast fight. Easy game. Okay, Pyre immediately attacks all units on this floor. I do like that ability. Pyre Shot's fun. Choose a card, smelt all cards in hand except the chosen card. Oh, very interesting. Actually, not the worst with what we have going on. I kind of like Foundry Line. We have some plays with that, especially because we have some salvage machines. And speaking of salvage machines, and Etch also could be good, actually, with the first Fifth of the Kin. Oh, they made this guy better, and he's... Okay, they improved this guy's stats. And his stats are also further improved because we have a lot more ways to actually synergize with Etch. This is cool. I'm going to take another salvage machine, though, because we just picked up some combo pieces here. So this now grants 52 armor permanently. Okay. Cool. I'm going to take draw. Draw seemed good. We have space already accounted for with our Pyre somewhat, so we don't have to worry about that too much. And then I could think about an equipment upgrade. No, I can't think about an equipment upgrade. Could think about Imperium Well, right? Yes. We know we don't apply stuff permanently outside of our equipment, but boilerplates could be really good. Oh, and I have to go quick, right? So we have to decide things quick. That's hard for me. What would I want to duplicate if I was going to duplicate a card? Maybe Shard Soul Carver. Maybe Crucible Steward, honestly. I can't say no to the Alcove. I think it's the less good option, but it's definitely fun. Apply Reap to 3 to enemy units. You know what? Sure. I'll just keep going down one track. Start turn fully heal champions. Yes. I mean, yeah. 100%. Our champion has so much HP. When a card with Consume is played, all cards gain 1 magic power for the rest of the battle. That also seems good? No? No, because we don't have anything that cares about magic power. Well, except for Hammerfall. Well, and I guess the Bonks. Could be okay. It's not like the best spend, though. Let's look at the alcove, see what we get. then move on. Hey, it's the wings again. Okay, this time I'm gonna do more of a gamble. I mean, if we get the chance. Found the single large wing. Come on, 10% chance. 20% chance. Come on. Collapse. We got nothing. Okay, well. Oh well. Tis a shame, but it's not bad. Wing of Pride defeats an enemy. I mean, we could have had the bigger wings, which honestly would have been good. But yeah, I think we could afford the Novice Stone. We could also... No, we can't reroll and afford something, so... I wonder if this counts if cards are just consumed generally. Let's test something. What we want to find out is if what our smelter card makes consume happen for Novice Stone. Heaven's Seal, that's sketch. This might just end the run, but let's find out. 150 health already? That seems like way too early. Where are we? Alright, Shard Stool Carver. It's so much damage. Smelter up here. Salvage bots. Salvage bot. Sure. Okay, so get our reap going. 1, 2. Also, we have the energy, so might as well consume this. Wow, that's really good. Deal 13 damage. Oh, that's not how I wanted that to go, though. That was much worse. Also, I should have played a card there. Okay. We messed up temporarily. I'm sure it'll be fine. Forge, we can play stuff going at the end of the turn. Return a random consume card to your hand. Interesting. Scrap metal does count as being consumed. Weird. That guy's going all the way to our pyre. I can't stop that. Well. Oh well. Looks like I got to live again. Oof. Yeah. Okay. So we're finally dealing with that, but now we have different problems. Okay. This went wrong very quickly, as I expected. Dealing with such a foe. Is that the first time our thing has increased? Nah, it's gotta be like the second time at least. But I think it does not work the way I wanted it to with smelting cards, unfortunately. This guy getting tankier every fight? Hold up. Did he have Titan Skin 5 by the time we got up there? Or 15? That was bad. Okay, is there a way I can deal enough damage to this guy? Come on now. We can smelt all cards in hand except for the chosen card. Yes. Okay, so we can Hammerfall if we need to, which we might need to. We're not dealing enough damage to this guy either, though. Jeez, guy. Alright. So we could have plus 20 attack, which isn't going to be enough, or we could have 60 damage, or we smelt like crazy right now. Okay. So now we can have plus 45 damage. Or we can deal 135. I think... Let's see, we could do... I think we can do this. Because then we can create a card, and then we can smelt a card. And then bam! Did it. Alright, puzzle solved. For now. This is so hard. That's why I don't play these guys. They're complicated. Too much for me. Okay, wow, we have a lot of armor we can gain this turn, though. Make anybody I want very tanky. You're dead this turn. So we can actually just make you incredibly tanky. Wow, that armor is real dang good right now. I didn't realize that we'd only unlocked like the tiniest fraction of power from Forged recently. We're actually gonna be okay. There's nothing that can stop us. Hey, we got Foundry Line. That's a fun card. Can we do it again? Not quite as well as I wanted to. We're not gonna be able to play the armor again. Are you already dead? No, you're not. Okay, well, there's that. Is there any card I'd want to just keep? There's another Foundry Line. We got 2 Foundry Lines in a row. Oh no, because we got to polarize out of the pile. That's why we got it. Okay, that makes sense. Somehow not winning. No idea how that's the case. And then we can apply 14 armor per. Almost got there. Guess like we keep this card. Now we have just like a super steward right here. Oh, because they apply a bunch of sap, so we just stopped dealing damage. That's what happened. Okay, but our leader lasted a long enough time. Wow. Yeah, sap is rough. Look how long it's taking them though. They had to hit us so much. That's pretty funny. Okay. 60 damage, it's almost enough. We could just like, I think keep this card, right? Then bam. Love that. What a good combo. Okay. Never had to fear on this fight. Soul Cripple. Infuse, consume, apply Reap 15 and Rooted 1. Rooted 1 makes this card okay. This is a draw card for Extract. I don't hate this. We're not like perfectly using Extract right now. I like that equipment. I like draw. We need draw right now. Infuse, sacrifice, forge 5. We don't need that. Create a copy of a... Oh, this is the mass production spell. Non-champion unit. Equipment or room card in hand and apply -1. Oh wait, this is not the assembly line, this is mass production. Okay. That's kind of cool. I like mass production. There's a lot of weird, crazy combos we could do with the copy card. I like Pyre Shot though. I don't want to get a Calcified Ember. But I like Pyre Shot. Easy game. Okay. Duplicated card is good. We duplicated like a really special magic card for us. We can duplicate the boilerplate at this point. That seems solid. Merchant of Magic, Spell Chain, Consume. Okay, we leave. We grab Herzl's Horde. Equipped units gain 10 armor. That's not bad on deployment phase. Draw a room card from your deck. Yeah, it costs 0. Sure. I think that'll be something we can keep in mind for the future. Lets us take a room card a lot easier. So it's not bad. Then we can duplicate a card. I'm going to duplicate Boilerplate. I think that's just solid. 120 armor. It's very, very good. Then consume -2 cost on the spell. Everything is so cheap already. We could do this on Pyre Shot, and then we could maybe get rid of Consume later. For now, the Consume on it's probably fine. We can upgrade the damage on Bonk to be somewhat worthwhile, and then we could have a spell chain, but that's not going to be super useful, except maybe on a Hammerfell, right? Yes. Okay, that's actually a good spell chain target. Cool. Remove a card. Don't really care about Spear Stewards or Shield Stewards at this point. We could remove them or keep them. I don't mind the cards that I have, largely. But I guess we can take more units if I remove some of these cards. Okay, enemies appear at the start of each floor. This could be a little bit challenging. Alright, at the start of combat. Does that change the way I want to approach these combats? Yes, I think I have to put my champion up here now. Then we can put a Shield Steward here, and then we can do something like this. Sure. Seems silly. Hammerfell. Okay. Well. Yeah, everything gets to die. That's all that really matters for that floor. We do have a Pyre Shot, which isn't bad. Oh, our Pyre's not going to be as good this time. We're not, like, upping its attack power in any meaningful capacity. Okay. Hold on. You create a thing. You let me scrap a thing. Okay. That lets me think a little bit easier. Now, doing 3 times 2. Do that. Either way, this guy gets to die. Gets to die, as if that's something that they want to do. Still does a damage? It does +1 damage because we've consumed a card thanks to the Notice Stone. Hilarious. Alright. We did it. We solved fight 1 on of 5 waves remaining on this 1 act. Alright. Okay, we have boilerplate here. Now we don't have to be as like precious with this boilerplate. Though we can be. Could extract here. It's not the end of the world if we do. Could put this ability here. And then we could boilerplate with the intent to give this guy a bunch of attack. This isn't bad. We could even get the energy we want for this floor. I did that wrong. I got rid of the wrong card. I just like, I don't know. Brain didn't work there. It's alright. Gotta go soon anyway. Cool. So, oh God, this was a slightly complicated turn, wasn't it? We had to turn this on. We get the boilerplate going. This guy no longer has any chance of dying. We can do that. Played the infuse on you back here. Didn't really matter what we did though. And then we extracted to make this guy live because we didn't want this guy to take any of the damage. And then we did this, and then we have to pick the card we want to keep. Keep that in mind. We want to keep this. Now we get all the attacks, and now we can do this. Cool. Made it. What does this do? Extract 3, draw 2. Wait, I can't activate this yet, surely. Yeah, okay. Didn't think it would let me. Just wanted to make sure. Repacks, okay. Cool. That's great and all. We're gonna do this. Gonna activate your ability to draw 2. Love to see it. We could get even more damage. I could probably reap 24 to this guy, I suppose. It wouldn't be that bad. We could do... Yeah, maybe we could do that. That's a significant amount of damage. I don't dislike it. We can extract 2 there. Honestly, not bad. I'd say we're doing pretty dang well. Alright, now we got some real cards. Great. You apply sap 2, so we don't want you to do that, but I don't have a great way of stopping you. This isn't my, like, damage floor. I don't have to worry about it. Two armor per. I guess it's nice if we're able to do a little bit more damage there. Get consume X, armor X to the pyre. Pyre plating. Aye. Fancy. Okay, then you go away. Then we can spend our forge points on this boilerplate armor. Am I right? You're making it? Oh, we can't have that happen. No, no, no. You must go. Okay, then... Probably take down this guy. No, we're close, though. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, that was worth it. Cool. Gotta remember this guy has edge, too. This smelter is, like, one of the best units they've ever created. Super happy to have it. Double buffs and armor on a unit. Extract 5, though. We have to have a lot of extraction. Not impossible. Certainly not impossible. Okay, so don't really need to apply Forge, but we'll think about how best we can do it. Don't have enough to get the 5 here. It's unfortunate, but we could draw 2. Apply some Reap. Could get the Extract 15. Why does that bring me up to so little attack? That should have been 15 more attack, but it got me up 2. Even with Sap 2, that should have been a lot more. I don't know. Clearly, I just don't know. Alright, you're a Titanite skin guy, so you suck. You are awesome. You are Resolve, Gain Armor, and we have a bunch of Forge. You can go on the team. You wanna go? You can go on the team like right away. Cool. Alright, we did good damage there. I'm happy with where we're at. I think we'll have his Titan skin down long enough that we just don't have to worry about this fight much longer. Okay. And, I mean, I really, like, don't want to overextend this fight too much. We'll not worry about it. Just want to make sure I don't take any damage unnecessarily here. If I can afford not to. That seems good. Just deal some damage there, I guess. Cool. Oh, does he gain Titan Skin on Resolve? I didn't even realize that. Neat. Draw 2 more cards. Not enough shards. Oh, we don't have enough shards. Oh, but we do have enough shards. 530. Let's go. That's some good armor. Beautiful. Alrighty. Infuse, consume, return consume pile to the top of the pile. Okay, delay damage units per infused charge. I mean, I don't dislike this as direct damage. I like that one. Whoa, mobile railgun. Burst 1. Ability overdrive. Overdrive. Spend your remaining energy. Gain burst for each ember spent. Interesting. Okay, that's cool. That's a fascinating card. I like Armament Drive, though. And also, I unfortunately have to go. I will do probably another stream of Monster Train soon. I got a lot more to explore. Might do some videos as well. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and let me know if you want to see more in the future, or what you would like to see of Monster Train, if you do at all. But thank you all for joining. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are.